It's me. Uh, Maybe I have some bad news, maybe I don't. I guess it depends on how you look at it, and depends upon whether or not you fall into this category of what I'm going to talk about today. I hope you don't. If anybody's listening to this, I hope they already know what I'm going to say. It goes like this: if you get your information on pretty much anything from Hollywood, you're probably very much misinformed. If you get your biblical information from Hollywood, from the movies or regular TV shows, you're probably very much misinformed about the Bible. You need to actually get that out and read it for yourself. If you want to know anything at all about the Bible, read it for yourself. Okay, and I do believe in preachers and stuff, but read it for yourself and see if that preacher's telling you right. There's a good chance. Most preachers do, but Hollywood, I don't trust them for nothing. So, and if you get information about firearms or explosives from TV, there's an extremely good chance you're misinformed. You can't just go around spraying. Marksmanship is harder than what TV shows. Let's put it that way, okay? And you can't just shoot a car once then it explode or anything like that. I'm thankful you can't, actually. So, and if you get your information about the law from the Hollywood, you're probably also very much misinformed. Because the law and what TV shows about legalities and all that, if you listen to some actual practicing lawyers, you'll find out things are different than what's shown on TV, okay? Years ago, I used to watch that show Law and Order until some things about it got to where I didn't like, okay? I don't want to go into all the details right now, but I got uncomfortable watching it. But I listened to a big federal civil rights attorney, and he said shows where they show on that show and a lot of other TV shows, the judge bending over backwards for the defense. He said that's not how it works, not how it normally goes in real courts. That's just a side note, okay? If you get your information about dogs and cats or wildlife or hunting from TV, especially movies, Hollywood, you're probably very much misinformed. Okay, anything that you want to know something about, look it up and read it. Don't depend on Hollywood to tell you about it. And don't think you know everything about police work because of Hollywood. Don't think you know much. Actually, let me be a little brutal here, okay? Don't think you know anything about anything because you see it in a movie. Okay? Yeah. Other than there is some pretty pretty scenery in this country. Probably most countries too. But if a movie's shown a pretty place, you can look that up. I don't know if it'll be taken, if the movie's actually taken in that particular place or not, but there is a lot of areas that have pretty scenery. I will admit, sometimes on a silly TV show you can see some pretty scenery, but for the most part, if it's on TV, don't believe it, especially if it's coming from Hollywood or a term I like to use is Hollyweird. And if it goes against the Bible, remember my big eternal truth. Number one, if it contradicts the Bible, it's wrong. Thanks for watching. Good night. God bless.